What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Movie Fan. And no, don't worry, I'm not gonna make a joke about the title Movie Fan this time. Okay, so today I am letting Pez Dispenser Dash join the set with Buzz back here. There, wait. Yeah, Pez Dispenser, but Dash is happy with this new spot back there. There. I know what you're thinking. How dare I wear a Marvel shirt in a Harry Potter thing? I really don't know where this line is going. So yeah, Harry Potter is another one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. You can't really tell because there's nothing back there for it. I do really like Harry Potter. I've read all 7 books. I've seen all 8 movies. I have not seen the Fantastic Beasts movies, which is why they are not going to be on this list, because they're not technically Harry Potter movies, they're spin-offs. Today will be a ranking of all 8 Harry Potter movies, and I am not going to be taking into account how well they follow the books. I'm just looking at them as movies. I'll rank the books at some point on this channel at some point. Let's go. So, number 8, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the first one in the franchise. I didn't really like it. I think that it moves way too fast. The plot is just going so fast. Like, it's hard to tell what's going on if you haven't read the book. Like, I don't understand how anyone who hasn't read the book could understand what was going on. It was just going at full speed the whole time. It's a weird pacing. So, last place. Number 7, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Obviously, the title says that it's the first part of a 2-part movie. Because of that, I've heard people point this out. It seems like all build-up with no payoff at the end. It feels like an incomplete story. And I know that some people could make that same complaint with Avengers Infinity War, but Avengers Infinity War did end. It just didn't have a happy ending. This movie doesn't really have a great ending. It's just halfway through this 2-part story, so it feels a bit incomplete. Number 6, the second movie in the franchise, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. With most of the ranking lists I've looked at before I did this, a lot of people for some reason have this down in last, and I don't agree with that. I think that it was way more focused than Sorcerer's Stone on its plot. Like, with Sorcerer's Stone, it felt like it wasn't really worried about the plot. It was just going too fast. With this movie, it does slow down, but that's the problem with this movie. With this movie, while you can tell what's going on, it feels as though it's going too slow. Like, it's one of the shortest books in the franchise, but they made it into the longest movie, and that just feels weird. It's almost 3 hours long, so that's like way too much time for such a short storyline. Now, number 5, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. It will sometimes build up things, because it's like an interpretation of the book. It will build up things such as the Quidditch World Cup, and then it won't have them. So if you read the book, that would make sense, yet they have to make cuts. But if you're watching the movie and not the book, it seems weird that it's building stuff up just to not have it. So that was sort of weird to me. I don't know why, but this just isn't really one that excites me. Just the storyline doesn't really excite me that much. It did in the book for some reason, but not here. Now, number 4, HalfBlood Prince. This movie, a lot of people say it strays too far from the book. Once again, I'm not taking books into account. Why am I mentioning the book so much if I'm not taking them into account? I think that it followed the book fine, even on that note. It actually did some things better than the book. Like, it actually built up the ending, which the book didn't do. Like, it had all of those scenes where Malfoy was testing the cabinet. The book didn't have that. The cabinet just sort of came out of nowhere. The Vanishing Cabinet. In this case, I think that this movie was actually very well done, though I can see some of the complaints. Some people say that it chose the romance storylines over the plot, sort of, but it's a good movie. I mean, none of these movies on this list are actually bad. Some of them are just average. I think that this is where the movies start to get good, with HalfBlood Prince. Number 3, I have debated over my top 3 a lot before this video, so they're really all tied for me, but I had to put them in some order. So number 3 is Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix is actually one of my least favorite of the books, because it moves so slow. The book moved very slow. It was the longest book, but the movie turns it into the shortest movie. It's not moving slow. It's like this montage that I found to be very fun. I thought that the plot was still understandable. The problem is that it does sort of just feel like a montage, a 2-hour long montage. I still think that it's a really good movie. The villain, Dolores Umbridge, is great, and in both the book and the movie, she became my least favorite character in the entire series, which is the point, so well done. Now, number 2, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets are low on this list. So Prisoner of Azkaban, in my opinion, was the first movie they made that was actually really good. Though this didn't happen until like the last couple of chapters in the book. Half the movie is that whole plot line about the time travel and all of the twists and turns about Peter Pettigrew and everything. And that was the most exciting part of the book, so this really did make me more excited. None of these are better than the book. That's just not gonna happen. But I still think that this movie did the plot very, very well, and I really liked it. But number 1, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It's the final movie in the franchise. It's 7 movies of build-up, all to this final movie. It really had to be good, and it was really, really good. This was so much payoff. It concluded all of the plot lines from the other movies. It was just such a perfect film, just exploring the final battle, the Battle of Hogwarts, all of it. When I first heard, after I had read the book series, that the final movie was pretty much just the break into Gringotts and then the Battle of Hogwarts, I thought that would feel a bit weird, because that's not technically slicing in half. But I think that just focusing a lot on the final battle here really helped the movie, actually. Still, Prisoner of Azkaban, Order of Phoenix, and Deathly Hallows Part 2 are sort of tied, but I do think that Deathly Hallows Part 2, if I was given the choice, would probably be the one that I would most want to watch, so it's at number 1. This video was way shorter than the other ones I've used. I mean, I'm only talking about 8 movies here, and the other was talking about 23 and then 10. 11. Keep forgetting that the Clone Wars was a thing. I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya, movie fans. Still not making fun of the name. Great.